In this episode of Kitchen Dads, we're making blender salsa. It's simple, it's easy, and it tastes great. Stay tuned. Salsa. Who doesn't love salsa? Now, there's a lot of great salsas in the stores, but if you look, most of them have tons and tons of sodium. Why buy salsa when you can make your own? You just need a few ingredients, and we can make some really great salsa. We need probably 3 large tomatoes, a half an onion, which I've cut up already, some cilantro, a lime, and then if you like a little bit of heat, a jalapeno pepper, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to core our tomatoes. Now, if you don't remember how to core a tomato, you take your paring knife, right, and you put it in at a kind of like a 45-degree angle, and you just move it back and forth, and you rotate the tomato, and it pops right out, right? So we're going to do this with all of our tomatoes. Got one more. All right. Now, we're going to chop these tomatoes up. They don't have to be really finely chopped because the blender is going to do most of the work. But we do want to get it started. All right, we've got one more to go here. All right, we're going to put our tomatoes in our blender. Now, a blender is going to make a finer salsa, right? If you want something that's a little more chunky, you can put it into a food processor. All right, we got our onions. We're putting our half a cup of onion in. It's it's one small onion, half of a large one. If you like cilantro, put cilantro in. You can always add more later. But again, a lot of this is to taste. This is to your taste. So you have to make this a few times to see what you like. Here's a bunch of cilantro. I would probably say maybe about a third of the bunch, and then chop it up a little bit. Again, the blender is going to do a lot of the work, but we want to help it along. A nice fresh green taste to it. Clean taste. All right. We have a lime. Now, we want some fresh lime juice. Remember, roll your lime first, break up the fibers, cut it in half, right? And squeeze the juice in. If you have a juicer, if you have a hand juicer, that's great. I have a hand juicer, it's right here. All right, I want to get a lot of the lime flavor in, lemon flavor, sorry. And then if you like a little bit of spice, or you want more spice, this is where, again, it's to taste. It's a jalapeno pepper. We're going to slice it in half. We're going to take out the ribs and the seeds. All right, that's where a lot of the heat is. Now, our family would like a little bit of spice, but not too much, so we're going to go with a half a jalapeno. And again, we're going to just dice it up a little bit. And then we're going to put it in. We're putting salt and pepper in to taste. You can always add more later. That's probably about a teaspoon and a half. And this is probably about a teaspoon of fresh ground pepper. Now, we're going to start this out slow. Don't worry if it starts to foam up. I mean, we're not making a salsa smoothie, but just through the mixing process, it's going to start to foam up a little bit. Once that foam dissipates, it's going to turn back to its nice red dark color. So again, we're going to start this at slow, and then we're going to build up. We're going to pour this into our bowl, and you can see it looks a little different, as I would say. Don't worry about it. If you let it sit for probably a good hour, the bubbles and the foam are going to dissipate. It's going to return to a nice red dark color. Get some chips, If you're an adult, get a margarita and enjoy.